Basic topology of C. A circle in the complex plane is the set of all points that are at a fixed distance from a fixed point. The fixed distance is called the radius of the circle, and the fixed point is called the center of the circle. If a circle has radius r greater than 0 and center c equals a plus bi, then any point z equals x plus yi on the circle must satisfy the absolute value of z minus c is equal to r, or equivalently, x minus a squared plus y minus b squared equals r squared. Note, the equation absolute z minus c equals r says the distance between z and c is equal to r. In other words, the distance between any point on the circle and the center of the circle is equal to the radius of the circle. Let's look at an example. The circle with equation absolute z plus 2 minus I equals 2, or equivalently, absolute z minus negative 2 plus I is equal to 2, has center c equals negative 2 plus I, and radius r equals 2. Here we see a picture of this circle. You can see that the center is negative 2 plus I, and the radius of the circle is 2. An open disk in C consists of all the points in the interior of a circle. If A is the center of the open disk and R is the radius of the open disk, then any point Z inside the disk satisfies the absolute value of Z minus A is less than R. N sub R of A equals the set of complex numbers Z such that the distance between Z and A is less than R, is also called the R neighborhood of A. Let's look at an example. The 2 neighborhood of negative 2 plus I is the set of complex numbers Z such that the distance between Z and negative 2 plus I is less than 2, or equivalently, the set of complex numbers Z such that the absolute value of Z plus 2 minus I is less than 2. This is the 2 neighborhood of negative 2 plus I. It consists of all points inside the circle, absolute Z plus 2 minus I equals 2. Here's a picture of the of the 2 neighborhood of negative 2 plus I. You could see that the disk is shaded in to indicate that the interior of the circle is included in this neighborhood, and the boundary is dashed instead of solid, indicating that the boundary is not included. The definitions of open disk and R neighborhood of A also make sense in R, but the geometry looks a bit different. An open disk in R is simply an open interval. If x and a are real numbers, then we have x in the R neighborhood of A, if and only if the distance between x and a is less than r, if and only if the square root of the square of x minus a is less than r, if and only if 0 is less than or equal to the square of x minus a is less than r squared, if and only if x minus a is strictly between negative r and r, if and only if x is strictly between a minus r and a plus r, if and only if x is in the open interval from a minus r to a plus r. So in R, an R neighborhood of A is the open interval, n sub r of A equals a minus r, a plus r. Notice that the length or diameter of this interval is 2r. Let's look at an example in R. The 2 neighborhood of 1 is the open interval from 1 minus 2 to 1 plus 2, or equivalently, the open interval from negative 1 to 3. Here's a graph showing this. You can see we have the open interval from negative 1 to 3. The center is 1, and the distance from the center to one of the endpoints is 2. A closed disk is the interior of a circle together with the circle itself. In other words, the boundary is included. If A is the center of the closed disk and R is the radius of the closed disk, then any point Z inside the closed disk satisfies the distance between Z and A is less than or equal to R. Let's look at an example. Here is the closed disk that is the 2 neighborhood of -2 plus I, but including the boundary. The bar above suggests that we want to include the boundary, and it will be a closed disk instead of an open disk. This is the set of complex numbers Z such that absolute Z minus -2 plus I is less than or equal to 2, or equivalently, the set of complex numbers Z such that the absolute value of Z plus 2 minus I is less than or equal to 2. This is the closed disk with center -2 plus I and radius 2. It consists of all points on or inside the circle, absolute value of Z plus 2 minus I equals 2. Here's a picture of the closed disk. You can see that the interior is shaded to indicate that the interior is included in the set. And this time, the boundary is solid, indicating that the boundary is also included. Just like an open disk in R is an open interval, a closed disk in R is a closed interval. A punctured open disk consists of all the points in the interior of a circle except for the center of the circle. If A is the center of the punctured open disk and R is the radius of the open disk, then any point Z inside the punctured disk satisfies the distance between Z minus A is less than R, and Z is not equal to A. Note that Z not equal to A is equivalent to Z minus A not equal to 0. And in turn, this is equivalent to the absolute value of Z minus A is not equal to 0. Since the absolute value of Z minus A must be non-negative, the absolute value of Z minus A non-zero is equivalent to absolute Z minus A greater than 0, or this could also be written as 0 less than the absolute value of Z minus A. Therefore, a punctured open disk with center A and radius R consists of all points Z that satisfy the distance between Z and A is strictly between 0 and R. In other words, 0 is less than absolute Z minus A is less than R. N sub R dot of A equals the set of complex numbers Z such that the distance between Z and A is strictly between 0 and R is also called a deleted R neighborhood of A. Let's look at an example of a deleted R neighborhood. The deleted 2 neighborhood of -2 plus I is n sub 2 dot of -2 plus I, which is the set of complex numbers Z such that 0 less than the absolute value of Z minus -2 plus I less than 2, which is the set of complex numbers Z such that 0 is less than absolute Z plus 2 minus I less than 2. This consists of all points inside the circle, absolute Z plus 2 minus I equals 2, except for -2 plus I. Here's a picture of the deleted 2 neighborhood of -2 plus I. Okay, you can see that the center, -2 plus I, is not included in this set because there's a little open dot there. The rest of the interior is shaded to indicate those are included, and the boundary is dashed, indicating that the boundary is not included. In R, we have n sub R dot of A is equal to the open interval A minus R, A plus R, with little a removed. That's equal to the union of the 2 open intervals, A minus R, A, and A plus R. This is the open interval centered at A of length or diameter 2R with A removed. Let's look at an example in R. The 2 neighborhood of 1 that's deleted, the deleted 2 neighborhood of 1, is the open interval -1, 3 with 1 removed. So that's the set theoretic difference, -1, 3 minus the set containing just 1. That's the union of the open intervals -1, 1 and 1, 3. And here's a graph illustrating this. You can see you have the open interval from -1 to 3 with 1 deleted. A subset X of C is said to be open if for every complex number Z in X, there's an open disk D with Z in D and D a subset of X. In words, a set is open in C if every point in the set has some space all around it inside the set. If you think of each point in the set as an animal, then each animal in the set should be able to move a little in any direction it chooses without leaving the set. Let's look at some examples. Every open disk D is an open set. To see this, simply observe that if Z is in D, then D itself is an open disk with Z in D and D a subset of D. A closed disk is not an open set because it contains its boundary. As an example, let's look at the closed unit disk D equals the set of complex numbers Z such that absolute Z is less than or equal to 1. Let's focus on the point I. First note that I is in D because the absolute value of I is equal to the square root of 0 squared plus 1 squared, which is the square root of 1 or 1, and 1 is less than or equal to 1. Now, any open disk N containing I will contain points above I. Let's say 1 plus epsilon times I is in N for some positive real number epsilon. Now we have the absolute value of 1 plus epsilon times I equals the square root of 0 squared plus the square of 1 plus epsilon, which is equal to 1 plus epsilon, which is greater than 1. Therefore, 1 plus epsilon times I is not in D. It follows that N is not a subset of D, and therefore D is not open. And as a third example, if we take any subset of a disk that contains any points on the bounding circle, then that set will not be open for reasons similar to what we just did in number 2. Theorem 7.4. A subset X of C is open if and only if for every complex number W in X, there is a positive real number D such that N sub D of W is a subset of X. In other words, the D neighborhood of W is a subset of X. Let's analyze this situation before writing out the proof. The harder direction of the proof is showing that if X is open, then for every complex number W in X, there is a positive real number D such that N sub D of W is a subset of X. To see this, suppose that X is open and let W be in X. By definition of open, there's an open disk D, the set of complex numbers Z such that absolute Z minus A is less than R, with W in D and D a subset of X. Here, A is the center of this disk. We want to replace the disk with a disk that has W right in the center. To accomplish this, we let C be the distance from W to A. Then R minus C is the distance from W to the boundary of D. Here's a picture illustrating this situation. The original disk D has A at the center. W is somewhere in that disk, and we're letting C be the distance from W to A, and then you could see that R minus C is the distance from W to the boundary of that disk D. We will show that the disk with center W and radius R minus C is a subset of D. Okay, we're ready to write out the proof of the theorem now. Let X be an open subset of C and let W be in X. Then there's an open disk D with W in D and D a subset of X by the definition of open. Suppose that D has center A and radius R. So D is the set of complex numbers Z such that absolute Z minus A is less than R. Let C equal the absolute value of W minus A. in other words, the distance between W and A, and let D equal R minus C. We will show that n sub D of W is a subset of D. Let Z be in n sub D of W. Then the distance between Z and W is less than D, and remember that D is equal to R minus C. By the triangle inequality, we have the following. Now, absolute Z minus A, we're going to use the standard advanced calculus trick here and subtract and add W to get absolute Z minus W plus W minus A. By the triangle inequality, that's less than or equal to absolute Z minus W plus the absolute value of W minus A. Now, absolute Z minus W is less than D, which is R minus C. So that's less than R minus C. And absolute W minus A is equal to C. So we get that the original expression is less than R. Here's a picture showing how the triangle inequality worked. Notice that we have a triangle with three sides there. One side has length absolute Z minus A, and the other two sides have lengths absolute Z minus W and absolute W minus A. And we see that one side of the triangle, absolute Z minus A, is less than or equal to the sum of the other two sides. And if you'll notice, absolute Z minus W is less than R minus C because Z is in the circle with center W and radius R minus C. And you could also see in that picture that absolute W minus A is equal to C. Okay, so anyway, we just showed that Z is in D. Since Z was an arbitrary element of n sub D of W, we showed that n sub D of W is a subset of D. So we have n sub D of W, a subset of capital D, and capital D a subset of X. By the transitivity of the subset relation, we have the desired neighborhood inside of X. The converse of this is immediate, since for W and X, n sub D of W is an open disk containing W already. A subset X of C is said to be closed if C minus X is open. C minus X is called the complement of X in C, or simply the complement of X. It consists of all complex numbers not in X. Let's look at some examples. Every closed disk is a closed set. For example, D equals the set of complex numbers Z such that absolute Z less than or equal to 1 is closed because its complement in C is C minus D, which is the set of complex numbers Z such that absolute Z is greater than 1. You should show as an exercise that this last set is actually open. 2, if we take any subset of a closed disk that includes the interior of the disk but is missing at least one point on the bounding circle, then that set will not be closed. The empty set is closed because C minus the empty set, which is C, is open. And C is closed because C minus C is the empty set, which is open. The empty set and C are the only two sets of complex numbers that are both open and closed.